evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Andrews Gymnasium and Kellogg High School for tonight's non-league basketball game between the Spartans of Priest River and your Kellogg Wildcats. And now, before introducing the teams, will you please rise and move your hats as we honor our country and servicemen near and far with the national anthem.
Now let's meet the starters. First, our guest tonight is Spartans from Priest River High School. Starting tonight for the Spartans, number 5, 5'5", is a sophomore, Lily Priestess. Number 10, 5'6", freshman wing, Samantha Pound. Number 12, 5'7", senior post, Nakia Morris. Number 5, 5'5", senior point, Hannah Calvary. Number 32, 5'9", freshman post, Allison Martin. The coach is led by Gary Stewart and assisted by Carly Purdue. And now to the Wildcats. Number 11, 5'7", junior guard, Emma Van Hoos. Number 15, 5'9", junior guard, Darian Hill. Number 21, 5'8", junior guard, Grace Sherry. Number 22, 6'4" junior, Haley Sandy. And number 23, 6' junior forward, Aiden Lee. The coach tonight was Andrew, assisted by Coach Ryan and Gus Fuller. Referees tonight are Gary Taylor, Jason Demons, and Flynn House.
And welcome everybody. Another Intermountain League basketball clash tonight from Andrews Gymnasium here in Kellogg. We are up Jacobs Gulch right now. We have a Intermountain League matchup here between the Priest River Spartans and the Kellogg Wildcats. Getting ready to throw the tip is referee Clint House, another Silver Valley native who's been working this referee circuit for quite a while. He's joined by Jason Jenkins and Gary Taylor. You heard the starting lineup, hopefully. We were adjusting some microphones, getting some last-minute details done. And I'm flying solo, at least on the mic tonight. This is Simon Miller, Kellogg Wildcats Live. as Haley Cheney and Kay Reed do a little work down here in the paint for the Wildcats early. We have our production crew. We have Ty Cheney here. We have Buck Coe, both brothers, younger brothers of Wildcat basketball players, Haley and Maddie Cheney and Emily Coe. Welcome Priest River fans. Welcome Wildcat fans. We are glad to have you here. We wish more of you were here in person. We hear that that's possibly going to get better as we go. We're seeing some positive things happening there. So here we go. 1-0. It looks like Haley Cheney made the front end of that free throw, one of those two free throws. We'll get that straight eventually. I'm usually joined, of course, last year and in the fall, I was joined by co-commentator Josh McDonald. He's a JV basketball coach now for the Kellogg boys. There's Emma Van Hoos getting a little wedge action there in the north basket here. And of course, Josh McDonald is busy with his coaching duties, and have been joined most recently by one of my former students and former and a colleague right now here at the Kellogg School District, and former coach Eli Beauregard, coach aka Coach Bogey. He's coaching the 8th grade boys, so he's gone tonight. So we have all kinds of things going. We're happy about that. Happy everybody that could join us here. Looks like we are up to about 30 people watching. Spread that link out if you can. The more the better. Subscribe and like if you feel so inclined. Priest River first possession here after the Wildcats had the ball down here for quite a while. Looks like the Wildcats get a little back door there. That back door goes to number 21, Hannah Palfrey, doing some damage early, 2-1. Of course, you can see the scoreboard there superimposed on the screen. We alternate how we do that. We also have some software that lets us put some of those details up, but we're taking advantage of a third camera tonight just to free up a couple of our production spots. So Buck and Ty can work the back end here, work the controls. Wildcats looking to see the entire floor here. You can hear Coach Nearing really wanting them to get some ball movement going and some reversals. There's Haley Cheney with a little flash across the key, gets the bucket, and it's going to count, I believe. She is fouled by that was number 12. And that is Micaiah Fitzmaurice. Haley Cheney to complete the three-point play, and that is good. So Wildcats 4 now, Priest River 2. There's a little full court press there. That's a fight for the ball there, but Lily Freitas really did not give up on that a bit. Credit to her on that. We had Darian, that's who that was. That was Darian Hill playing free safety there for the Wildcats. Coach Davidian, you might want to check out her ball skills there. Maybe play some defensive back. There's a block by Cheney. Blocked by Cheney on Fitzmaurice. So the ball will, that last touched Priest River, the ball will go to the Wildcats. We'll see. It looks like Priest River will be in a man-to-man defense. So we'll see what the Wildcats can get going here. Handling, looks like, at least some moderate pressure. And there's Freitas again with the steal. So they're not handling that pressure too well. Nice ball fake, or at least a little hesitation. And gets Nearing up in the air. And now it's 4-4, so we have a tie. Both teams kind of feeling one another out here, offensively and defensively. High screen and roll. That was a nice little screen and roll there by Darian and Haley. Darian just, instead of the 2-point jump stop or 2-foot jump stop, just kind of shuffled a bit. It was a good idea. We'll have Palfrey bringing the ball up for the Spartans. Again, welcome everybody. Wildcats Live. Check us out, wildcatslive.org or youtube.com/c/wildcatslive. Looks like we're going to get it over and back here if Palfrey can get that reined in there. It's going to be an over and back. So both teams with a couple of unforced errors or moderately forced errors, if you will. So a couple turnovers. It's 4-4. We got about 5 minutes, as you can see, 49 seconds left on the in the first quarter. There's a nice little dump pass there. Not volleyball this time, though. Basketball. A little dump pass there by Graceland Nearing. Nice look down there to Kay. She just wasn't quite ready. Wildcats will take it underneath and run one of their underneath sets. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a 3-ball corner pocket from Graceland Nearing. We've missed that in the last game, as well as Haley's contributions, and now we're going to get a 5-second call. Speaking of that, we saw some 5-second calls this Saturday when both Wildcat teams played the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, who brought the heat on defense. So Wildcats ball again off the turnover. Yeah, as I was saying, we really missed. There's a jumper from Van Hoos. Almost got the shooter's roll. Kay Reed working the boards hard. And then there's Samantha Pound getting on the floor. And Freitas, of course, there she is. She's everywhere. I have a feeling we're going to be saying that name quite a bit. She is around the ball a lot. Wildcats were without Graceland Nearing and Haley Cheney last Saturday as they played the Lumberjacks. Both were at volleyball tournaments as they are standout volleyballers as well. So it's nice to have such hardworking, talented kids that there's just not enough time in the day for them to do all these sports. So glad to have them on the hardwood on the basketball court tonight. There's Darian for 3, a little bit off there. Looked good distance-wise, but it was way left. Nice save by Haley. And it looks like Coach Stewart is going to get a timeout here. And I think we will do the same. Let's see what timeout we have here. It looks like it's going to be a 30. So we'll let you see some of our Wildcat sponsors and thank them for their contributions. We'll be right back. Out of that short timeout. One thing that we've noticed, and I'm noticing it here as we are, midway through the first quarter, up here in this north end balcony, used to be a weight room, used to be bleachers back in the day. Haley Cheney with a nice pass there from Van Hoos, unable to get it to drop. And then some contact down here, but it looked like it was pretty clean, just a little bit of incidental. And pretty sure we'll set up. When there's not a lot of action or cheerleaders cheering, it's a little awkward to announce because, and the girls have said, they can hear me and hear Eli. So when they're shooting free throws, you'll hear. Of course, I'm a golf coach, so you'll hear the Jim Nance or you'll hear the 18th green level voice, because we don't talk so loud that they hear me describing them shooting a shot. So here we go, Wildcats in transition. Credit to the Spartans here. That's going to go down as a foul, but they are not giving up the easy entry pass to Cheney, and that's, if you have enough bodies to do that, you definitely want to play some aggressive defense and make Kellogg's bigs earn that possession. So we have out of bounds again here. Allie Van Hoos into the game and gets just a little toss back right there off of the inbounds and just isn't able to finish it. But it was I like the design of that play. Palfrey to bring the ball up for the Priest River Spartans, coached by Gary. Oh, there's a nice little backdoor cut with a little floater pass. It really looked good as it was developing. It just didn't quite. The pass had a little too much air underneath it. Really, really good idea. So we're still in man-to-man defense here. Grace Nearing using the left side and dumps it to Coe. Coe with a little bit of a kind of a pirouette there. It wasn't really an organized post move, but she stayed with it and was able to finish with the left. 9-6 Wildcats. Palfrey running the point. Good pressure there by Emily Coe. She's come off the bench and provided a spark here. Allie's provided a spark. Little give and go here, a little give to Haley. She used her left and got some contact, I think. She thought she got fouled, but you got to play through that. And there, look at this. There's Freitas again, just a menace. Like, she just does not want you to have a clean shot at a fast break or a basketball. That is some really feisty defense there by Freitas, and I love it. I love seeing just, it's almost like she's saying, I have more right to that ball than you do, or I'm going to earn it. So good hustle here, good back and forth game. We're at 9-6. If I say the score a little too much, I know you can see it, but there are times when we don't have enough crew to run these things, and we have to keep saying the score, so old habits die hard. Spartans looking to, there's that back cut again. It's actually, Kellogg closed in on it pretty well, but that pass was good. Number 32, Barton, just unable to come down with it in traffic. Shockey into the game for the Spartans, as well as, let's see, we got Freitas still in. She was a starter. And Addison Kingery is in the game as well. Little high screen and roll there by Darian Hill. She takes and dumps to Kay. And guess who came up with the ball? You better believe it. It's Freitas again. Dumps it to Palfrey, who's just off on that three. I'm seeing a lot of Lady Wildcats and Spartans on the floor tonight. That is good to see. Just a lot of hustle and hard play. Welcome everybody. Andrews Gym, Intermountain League action. There's Darian with the penetration again. Darian's got some good ideas. She's getting to where she can make a good pass and guess who? And it's Freitas this time again. Just couldn't get the layup to drop, but boy, she is everywhere, and her hands are in passing lanes. Looks like Grace thought Emily Coe had a window across the key there. Probably not a great angle, but a good idea. I don't ever try to be too critical of, especially high school players that share the ball. Sometimes those passing lanes aren't there, or they're there 1 minute and then or second and they're not there once they realize it's there. But it always starts with a willingness to share the ball, and so that's if you're a coach, that's the first thing you say. I like that you're passing the ball, but we've got to be quicker and more decisive on that. Here comes Grace with a redemption opportunity. She takes it deeper that time and tries a little wraparound. And as a result, Wildcats get a foul called. So there you go. There's some good basketball right there. Good comeback there, and by Graceland Nearing. And into the game is one of our diaper dandies, Macy Jerome. So she didn't get a touch on that possession, but she's going to get to play some defense here with Palfrey bringing the ball up right near the timeline, getting hounded by Graceland a little bit there. Here we go, there's a scrum. More people on the floor. And Graceland comes up with it. Boy, no lack of hustle tonight. That is for sure. Wildcats come down. She'll take the shot. Oh yeah, she wanted to. Macy really wanted to drill that, you can tell. Abby's gonna reverse and set back up. Wildcats looking to get that high pick and roll again going. There's Emily, she kind of had a lane there. Oh, there's Graceland for another three. That'd be her second of the night. A little short. I don't know if Shockey got a piece of that or just changed her shot enough. Yeah, it's just been super fun watching a lot of these. And there's a lot of freshmen, across the IML, and even St. Mary's had some. But just particularly this Wildcat bunch of volleyballers and basketball players, seeing these freshmen, Emily Coe, Macy Jerome, the freshman class just really, and Madison Cheney, they just really stepped up. There's Graceland taking it to the left off the steal, able to draw the foul. It was a hard foul. So she's going to shoot two. We're going to go to the 18th green, and we're going to talk about this as a relatively straight free throw. There's not a lot of break. She's going to have to give it a little bit of power, though, and she does. Nothing at the bottom of the net. So Wildcats 10-6 lead here with about 36.1 seconds to go. That foul was on number 3, Lintala. Grace takes her second, and it rattles out. Emily Coe now showing her moxie down on the floor. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession's going to go to Kellogg. So what that does is that gives Priest River the possession coming out of the first quarter break. Not that that's super crucial at this point in the game, but gives Kellogg an extra 2-for-1 here if they take advantage of it. Graceland from about 18, no good. Nice rebound there by Barton, backside board. And here comes Palfrey. Will they hold for one? Wildcats in man-to-man. See if they get that back cut off the opposite wing. 10 seconds. Of course, I know you can see the clock. This has been a good job of Priest River playing until the last shot. I'm impressed. That's a three-pointer. Just about goes down for Palfrey. At the end of one, we have the Kellogg Wildcats home here at Andrews Gymnasium 10, visiting Spartans 6. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors. Thanks for watching. A fervent Kellogg Wildcat supporter based in the heart of the historic Silver Valley and North Idaho, NASCO Industrial Services and Supply delivers world-class materials and service to the world's top mining and industrial operations. NASCO Industrial Service and Supply is a full-service agency including logistics, procurement support, and construction, built to serve the industries that make modern life possible. Day in, day out, they propel many of the world's largest industrial and mining companies to meet their production and financial milestones. Wildcats Live and Wildcat Activities thank NASCO Industrial Services and Supply for their support. Visit them online at nissglobal.com or call 208-783-0361. Go Wildcats! And welcome back, Wildcat fans and Priest River Spartan fans. We appreciate that this trip even happened. We know that there's just challenges all over in all these northern Idaho school districts. And again, we're getting, at least here, we're getting a little bit of possibly good news. Let's hope that we can keep these events going and get some more people in the stands. That would be great. We'll keep broadcasting. We know there's family far away and friends. Emily Coe there on the denial. Freitas is going to get that back, though, I guarantee you. But yeah, support your businesses. You know, we have some businesses that do advertisements with us, and you know, so we just want to encourage people to support them and buy locally as much as you can. There's number 12 for the Spartans, Fitzmaurice. She had a good look there. Wasn't able to get it to go down. She's got a nice, quick first step. Three-pointer there by Palfrey. No good. Rebound by Macy Jerome. Look for Macy to assert herself offensively here a little bit. If the offense lends itself to get her to a point, she's capable of scoring. She's going to put some points up, and she's not afraid to do it. Entry pass there denied by, guess who? Number 5. It seems like there's 5 of her out there. Boy, I would take 5 Freitases. I would take 5 of her. She's just such a go-getter. Wildcats will be somewhat, it's not quite underneath, down here in the corner. Down here in the band corner. And there's Macy with the take. She got a little bit of contact, and then it bounced off her knee. But like I said, she's not afraid to assert herself and take it to the rack if and when possible. So don't be surprised to see her in the future possessions here. Hear the Wildcat cheerleaders here in Andrews Gymnasium. Always a welcome sound. I know that they wish the band and the student body was here. And, you know, I hope, as Priest River works the ball around here, I hope that as crowds can return, I hope that there's a sort of a new appreciation And there's kind of a delayed call there. It was, Freitas kind of put her arm out on that little shuffle drive there on the baseline, and it was a little bit delayed, but I think it was tough to see, and I think Emily did a good job of selling it as well. But so that's going to go down as a offensive foul. That's her second. High pick and roll, familiar for the Cats. It's not, the spacing on that roll is not the greatest. Macy tried to squeeze that into Haley. Haley's got to take a little bit better angle away from the ball there and give her a nice big target with her basket side hand and let her lead with that. Because the defender is either fighting over that screen or under. I guess she's got to read it and make that pass wherever the defender chose not to defend. So that is kind of maybe step 2 of that screen and roll, reading the defender coming off the screen. That's, Larry Bird made a living on that. And this is going to be Van Hoos for 1-and-1. She misses the front end. There's Emily to clean it up. Emily kind of throws up a desperation shot there. Rebounded on the backside by Pound. And Spartans will set it up. Looks like Wildcats maybe in a 2-3, little extended 2-3 zone. That was Palfrey again for the three-pointer. Couldn't see the number there. There's Samantha Pound. That looked good, just not quite. So pretty sure it's not, they're not hitting shots. They're getting good looks. If some of those shots start to go down, the Wildcats have something to worry about. Nice little take there by Van Hoos. She hesitated and thought, who's gonna switch out on this? And nobody did for Pretty Sugar, so she just says, I'll take this. Now we've got a little bit of token 2-2-1 pressure. There's a big backside pass gathered in by Haley. She's putting in her bid for Kellogg secondary. So Coach Dan Davidian, if he's watching, he's looking at some potential defensive backs here. Haley, Cheney, and Graceland with some great, or Darian earlier, with some great eyes for the ball and deflections and what I'd call an interception. There's Graceland. Graceland just smooth and pure as the driven snow on that little baseline jumper. It barely touched the net. That was pretty. So the Wildcats awaken here a little bit, 14-6 now. They are in the bonus. Kellogg with only 2 fouls. So playing some pretty good defense. Kay Reed's going to be coming in for the Wildcats. It's just because I can hear Kay Reed coming in for the Wildcats as they will get another possession, 14-6. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Wildcats and Spartans, Intermountain League. They're not unfamiliar. They've been as Darian with a hard foul there. Looks like it could be. That could be going to Fitzmaurice, yeah, and it is. And that is going to be her second as well. So Darian, hard-earned free throws here. But these two teams, no strangers to one another on these courts. They've been fighting it out all fall in volleyball, most of them. Darian with her second. No break, right to left, straight through. There it is, she got it. Golf clap, she made par. Okay, here we go. Here's that 2-2-1 for the Wildcats, and Jerome's kind of harassing Pound there. And they are able to reverse it and get out of it. The trap late coming over with a little bit of help from Shockey there, a little shuffle screen. So pretty sure we're doing okay on that pressure and getting a look. So we'll see how long Coach Nearing either stays in that press or makes an adjustment. I have a feeling she's going to make an adjustment. She's going to go timeout here. We are going to do the same. We will go to a few more of our sponsors. Thank you for watching Wildcats Live. We'll be right back. Located at 6600 North Government Way, ACI Northwest is the premier heating, cooling, and electrical company in the area. With more than 85 years of experience, they provide their customers with total home comfort and complete peace of mind. They do this through their commitment to professionalism and a written, unconditional, 1-year, money-back satisfaction guarantee on all residential installations. Call ACI Northwest today for excellent heating, air conditioning, and electrical services. The crew at ACI want to remind people that this time of year, furnace maintenance is important to ensure the longevity of your equipment and to avoid the nuisance of expensive breakdowns on the coldest days of the year. Ask how to save 20% on your maintenance and or repairs. Go Wildcats! And we are back out of that timeout. We just had Palfrey miss the first of 2 free throws and then miss the second. So it will be Wildcat ball here heading the other direction. We call this the north end. Again, as I was saying, this used to be this big purple wall with the mural on it. This used to be a balcony with bleachers. Crazy. I used to watch games up here. Kellogg Wallace games would just be absolutely bananas. And then it got converted. Ooh, she just on the line there. Good hustle there by Shockey. She just had like about 2 centimeters of her shoe on the line. But anyway, they converted that to a weight room. And for years and years, it was just looked like kind of like a big cage up here. And then due to some title. Oh, and there's Graceland nearing again. 3-ball. Oh, it was just a 2. I was going to say 3-ball corner pocket again. Graceland bringing some offense tonight, and we needed this on Saturday big time. There's a little trap action there. Macy just kind of let her get away there. And anyway, so this turned into where we are now was an office, and then behind here is storage and locker rooms. So added a couple locker rooms. This is maybe 15 or so years ago, maybe more. There's Wildcats on the turnover, so they'll be bringing the ball back this way. We'll see any adjustments offensively out of that timeout. Of course, with Graceland nearing filling it up, I'd say keep doing that. Good hustle there. That was on the break. It was Palfrey. She just couldn't get that to go. Graceland changed her shot a little bit. And now Graceland with the ball again. So Graceland's making her presence felt for sure. Nice little cut across the key by Darian. Emily kind of got hammered there by Shockey. Shockey was telling everybody who's boss here in the key. Wildcats have some good flashes across the key, and they're getting some good looks. They're could probably use a little bit of work using the backboard maybe, because the shots are there, and they're doing a great job getting the passes into the paint. They just need to finish those. Shockey for 3. And that one is pure. Shockey with the big board down here and then follows it up with a 3-ball. So it's 9-18 now. Priest River down here to the Wildcats, early in the game, I should say. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Emily Coe looking for some cutting action there. Wasn't able to get it. Mason almost loses the handle. I think that may have been a double dribble. Turnover Wildcats, and Freitas back into the ball game. Macy getting a break. Emma back in. Thanks for watching Wildcats live production here, ladies and gentlemen. We're happy to bring it to you. Ty Cheney, Buffco. I'm Simon Miller. We've got Brian Cheney, Haley and Madison, and Ty's dad up running the camera for us tonight. We've got kind of a team effort. We've got a good selection of ambitious students that love helping out, and they're kind of we're teaching each other. You know, I'm learning as much from them as I'm able to hopefully teach them. So, but we got Brian, my friend Brian, is up there running the camera for us tonight. We appreciate that, Brian, and they've got some relatives in the crowd. Their allotted amount of relatives, grandparents. That's a nice take there by Emily Coe. 20-9, Wildcats up. Here comes that trap. She got there just a little too late. I saw that coming. Darian, very scrappy player, but she just the reaction time there Coach Bogey and I talk about this. That sideline over there where they're inbounding the ball and the timeline are your friends. So you want to encourage the ball into that corner. And Darian just didn't get there in time and just kind of, got in the way, got in Freitas' right of way. So she's going to get called to the block. Now she's calling for travel. Darian just needs to play defense. Let those referees do their job. She's into the game, though. You can't argue that. That's number 23. Looks like Kay Reed might have got a piece of that. Kay Reed's quite tall, and she's got a reach. So I look for her, too, as the season goes on, be even more aggressive and assertive down there in the key. She really moves well and is starting to get her basketball IQ just really starting to feel better on the varsity floor. There's Darian with a little shuffle step. There it is again, though, not able to get it to go down. A great cut and a great pass. Freitas trying to push that right side. Wildcats applied pressure, but there was really no danger of Freitas being trapped. But she did bounce the ball off of one of the Wildcats, so free-serve ball again. Mountain League action here. There is a free ball by Palfrey, just rattled around a little bit. It looked like it might have got the shooter's roll and gone down, but just rattles out. There's a nice little soft cut there by Macy and just kind of short-armed it, but it looked good. Palfrey gathers it down, gonna set up. 3 seconds. Nice rebound there by Barton. So Priest River had a couple of chances to get looks. It looks like Coach Stewart wanted a call there and didn't get it. He's not pleased whatsoever with our referees there. He's letting them know that he's not pleased. So we'll see coming into the second half if that little bit of reminder gets him any calls in the second half. But we are going to take a break here. We're going to go to halftime. It is the Kellogg Wildcats 20 and the Priest River Spartans 9. We will be right back after a little bit of everything. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats! Plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. A fervent Kellogg Wildcat supporter based in the heart of the historic Silver Valley and North Idaho, NASCO Industrial Services and Supply delivers world-class materials and service to the world's top mining and industrial operations. NASCO Industrial Service and Supply is a full-service agency including logistics, procurement support, and construction, built to serve the industries that make modern life possible. Day in, day out, they propel many of the world's largest industrial and mining companies to meet their production and financial milestones. Wildcats Live and Wildcat Activities thank NASCO Industrial Services and Supply for their support. Visit them online at nissglobal.com or call 208-783-0361. Go Wildcats! Located at 6600 North Government Way, ACI Northwest is the premier heating, cooling, and electrical company in the area. With more than 85 years of experience, they provide their customers with total home comfort and complete peace of mind. They do this through their commitment to professionalism and a written, unconditional, 1-year, money-back satisfaction guarantee on all residential installations. Call ACI Northwest today for excellent heating, air conditioning, and electrical services. The crew at ACI want to remind people that this time of year, furnace maintenance is important to ensure the longevity of your equipment and to avoid the nuisance of expensive breakdowns on the coldest days of the year. Ask how to save 20% on your maintenance and or repairs. Go Wildcats! And welcome back, Spartan and Wildcat fans alike. Glad to have you, all of you here. Friends and family, near and far, we're glad you're here. Haley Cheney with the early three, that looked so good. That would have been a shot out of a cannon way to start the second half here for the Lady Wildcats. 2-3 zone. Looks like they've got Pound and Palfrey up there working the top part and tried to dump it in and get it to number 32, Barton. Just not able to do it. Haley establishing post position down there right away, and she's going to go to work here in the second half with her second shot attempt with the foul. We got some scoring here in the first half. Leading for the Wildcats is none other than Haley Cheney, who is at the line. She has 9, so she'll be double digits here if she can make one of these. And she doesn't, so maybe she makes the second one. She's in double digits. She's followed by, although that's Grace Nearing that has 9. Haley Cheney has 4. So Haley going for point number 5 here. Thanks to my production crew, Buck Poe down there scouting some points, and Gwen Johnson on the official book. She and Chris are down there working really hard for us, and I believe I see Graceland Nearing's brother Squeaks, Braden Nearing, down there earning his keep as well. So it's a Wildcat family affair here tonight. Other scores for the Wildcats, Emily Coe has 4, Darian with 1, and Emma Van Poos with 2. Kay Reed with none yet. Freitas has 4, Palfrey has 2, and Shockey with that 3-pointer. And that's just 9 points there for the Spartans. It seems like they've scored more than that. They had some really good looks, just like this one right here, just not able to get it to go down. There is Palfrey, just a little bit disappointed. Don't be disappointed there. Keep shooting that, Palfrey. Sometimes it just doesn't go down all the time, but Priest River getting some good looks. So this could be easily, instead of this 21-9, it could be 21-17. So there's Haley. They're making an effort. You can tell at halftime. This was something that was said. That is, we need to get Haley some touches in the key, and they've done that. She started off the half with a 3-point attempt, and then the next 2 possessions, she has touched the ball in the paint. So she is going to try to take advantage of these free throws. Not able to get the second. Had a little bit of a little collision here. Darian at half court. I don't know if she tripped over the Wildcat logo or just got her feet tangled up with somebody else. I'm just kidding, Darian. 2-2-1 press here for the Wildcats. That's a nice little backdoor look there, and it goes to Fitzmaurice on the backside. That's not what you want to give up if you're Kellogg. That backside 4-person needs to drop when that ball goes to the opposite side. Not fast enough there. So it's 22-11 now. Both teams kind of putting up some points to start. There's another turnover for the Cats. It's a steal by 32, Barton. So Barton making her presence felt here in the second half. Pound with the cross court to Freitas. Little stop and jump. Oh. And I saw her almost steal that. I don't think she ever gives up trying to, even if her person doesn't have the ball, she's ready to steal it. There's a nice little pass down to Kay Reed. She's ready for it. She puts a little soft bank off the glass. 24-11. Oh, Freitas with a little bit of shuffle step there. That's when your eyes get a little too far ahead of you and you don't remember to put the ball on the floor, or it's out of sequence and you get caught up in travel. I'm afraid it's just going to get right back in Graceland's back pocket. Cheney with she was kind of fading to the side there on that 3. There was some nice ball movement. I'll tell you again, I talked earlier about, I can't turn the coach part of me off. That was a nice sequence of sharing the ball by the Wildcats. Cheney to Graceland, and tried to dump it back over because they saw each of them was open, and they just didn't connect. But the act was there, and that's what you look for as a coach. And soon enough, they play together, and the season kind of goes on, and they get in sync, and those become nice little gimme layups. So that was actually a really good looking play. Again, it's Palfrey and Pound. Shot goes up. Emma Van Hoos with authority. Up to Haley Cheney with a little floater, and Haley with some great body control. Not able to get it to go, but guess who? Kay Reed, I got your back, Haley. And we are to 26-11. 2-2-1 press again for the Wildcats. We'll see if that backside right here, it would be Darian, needs to drop. She's dropping now. Looks like they fixed that little issue. And good job by the Spartans to not force a shot there. A lot of times your press, if you don't get a steal, the next thing you want is a fast, sort of uncharacteristic shot. Spartans kind of worked the ball around there. It looks like we got a couple of heads collided there. One of them being Allison Barton. She's rubbing her forehead. At least she hit the hardest part of the head. That's still not pleasant, but at least it's the forehead. If she's a soccer player, she's somewhat used to that. There's a nice entry pass. Kingery just not able to get that to go. That was a good job by Kingery to get open there in the key and get the pass and put up a nice soft shot there off of that. I'm seeing, there's on both sides a lot of really good opportunities, and in some cases, mostly for the Spartans, they're not dropping. Wildcats there, Haley doing it the hard way. She got a great pass there and drove in and missed the first one, cleaned it up herself, and is able to get the foul, and that foul was on number 21, I believe, Palfrey. So now Haley's going to get 2. Wildcats, I believe it was 20-9, so Wildcats on a 6-2 start to the second half. And we're going to get to see, for the Wildcats, we just had some subs, we're going to get to see Sam Karst here for the first time. She got some significant minutes on Saturday. We'll see if those, and I bet you they do, we'll see if those even prepped her for even more minutes on the court, as she had to fill in for Graceland Nearing, who has gone playing volleyball. So nice little move there by Freitas. She avoids Karst, who gives a little ball fake and able to get it to drop. Wildcats push, and there's Haley Cheney finally getting one to drop, and the foul. She's going to get to go to the line. So all of a sudden, Haley Cheney lighting up the scoring column. She only had 4 at half, and I think she's on her 6th or 7th point in the second half, so she is in double figures. Not sure who that went off of. It's going to stay Wildcats, so they're going to get a 2-for-1 here. All types of commotion here on the inbound. Both teams, scheming and adjusting. There's Karst. I thought Karst will take that. Didn't look like it wasn't a bad shot. I have a feeling if Karst would have shot that the first time she thought about it, she probably would have drained it. She kind of thought twice about it. It still didn't look bad, but if I were her coach, I would tell her, you got to shoot that like you know it's going in. You gotta have that confidence, especially when you have Haley Cheney and Emily Coe and Darian and Kay Reed down there working the boards. There's Karst on the cut. Yeah, that was kind of a tough pass for her to get to. So Spartans will get out of that 2-for-1 play and get the ball back. Wildcats in looks like still like a 2-2-1. Or, yeah, it's 2-2-1, a little bit of a man concept with it. And there's a steal. Credit that to Darian. She jumped that. She watched it the whole way, just like that back side is supposed to do on that 2-2-1. That's your free safety. And there's a nice little ball fake there by Co and a crossover to the right. And she's able to get fouled. And one thing the Wildcats have been able to do tonight is definitely get the Spartans in foul trouble. So now it's underneath. Next one will be bonus. Jerome will take that. You better believe it. And I'm surprised when she misses. That's how good of a shooter she is. So there's an example right there, for those of you watching. And, I know these girls rewatch some of this, and their coach watches it with them. So the difference there was, you saw Macy, she got that ball and it was immediate. I'm shooting it. And you saw Sam on the one before that, and she came off the bench, and you also want to take good shots. So I can see where that happens, but you could see Sam with a little bit of hesitation with hers. So learning as we go, getting better every night. Wildcats and Spartans underneath for the Wildcats here. Grayson looking for somebody. There's Emily. Emily had a shot. She just had her steps were wrong. She was trying to time it. Karst, you don't want to play that game with Freda. She will get that every time. Macy with a good job getting to the basket. Not able to get it to drop. Wildcats getting some good looks, like I said. 29-13. Pound, push with the push. Shockey was going to do a high screen and roll, decided not to. She will slip to that wing position. Freitas over here on the wing, waving and frantically asking for that ball. Looked like Macy, oh my. Looked like Macy might have been on the line there. I'm right on it here, looking down. But it was good hustle nonetheless. And then we had a rugby scrum there for the ball between Emily Coe. I can't remember who else that was. Let's see, I'm looking on my replay. Anyhow, good hustle. Glad nobody's badly hurt. Number 12, Fitzmaurice. She's got a really, really good looking shot. I'm surprised Fitzmaurice doesn't score more. She does not look like she is uncomfortable shooting, and her form, she's got good rotation, good follow through. I'm surprised she doesn't score more. So now the Wildcats, they're going to be in the bonus for the rest of the second half. So that's a huge advantage if they can capitalize on these free throws. Graceland, nothing but net. Graceland having a good night tonight off of the volleyball weekend. Much welcomed for the Wildcats, getting some of those points. That one looked good too. She followed it. Wildcats will reset. That's not the first time the Wildcats have been able to capitalize. And there's Haley Cheney on the cleanup of Macy Jerome's drive to the bucket. Haley's going to get a chance for another three-point play, and we're approaching that 20-point mark. Wildcats have just been relentless on the offensive boards. Definitely some size advantage on the Spartans, some height advantage. Haley with a nice one there. So we're now at 33-13. Haley and Graceland carrying a majority of the scoring load there for the Wildcats. 2-2-1. It's been working pretty well, if anything, just to keep Priest River kind of out of sync. And as a coach, it's nice if you can get some quick turnovers and points out of a press. But another thing that we taught was at that 2-2-1, you can soften that 2-2-1 a little bit and just make the other team earn that trip up the floor. And also, if you have maybe a little bit deeper bench, you can tire them out and force them to, take an uncharacteristic shot. So Wildcats are staying in that press. Of course, there's a foul right there, and that's only the Wildcats' third foul of the second half. So we're still not close to the bonus. There's Palfrey right there for the baseline jumper. Haley is not going to let anybody have that. foul there. Looks like it is on number 23, Kingery, on Haley again. Haley's going to be able to add to her point totals one at a time here, as every foul now will send them to the line. That was a shooting foul, so she's shooting 2. And it won't matter after this because the Wildcats will be in a double bonus. Into the game, Emma Van Hoos, giving Graceland a break. This quarter has gone by pretty quickly. Not a lot of timeouts and dead ball time. Just a lot of movement, and for the Wildcats, a lot of scoring. 15 points so far, outscoring the Spartans 15-4 here in the third. That's number 3, Rantala. She did the old eyes are bigger than my feet and was moving well before she dribbled. She probably saw an opening there and just wasn't able to get the ball on the floor in time, so that's a travel. Van Hoos running the point for the Cats. That is Emma, as Allie is her wingman there, as she gives it up to guess who? Freitas. Freitas going to just try to go coast to coast. She lost a handle on the ball and just had to gather it, and in doing so, shuffled that pivot foot and wasn't able to gather it and shoot it in time. So that will be another turnover for the Spartans. No lack of hustle there, though, by Freitas. I'm just going to keep saying that because I appreciate hard play and hustle. And I am not sure what we have going here. I think we have Coach Stewart is not too happy. I think he wanted the foul on that screen on Freitas, and they called the foul on Freitas instead. I wasn't paying close enough attention to that screen. What probably happened is Coach Stewart probably thought, A, she was either moving on that screen or gave a little extra something as Freitas came into contact with that screen. And so Coach Stewart has not been a happy camper. The last couple of calls here from our officials, they're doing the best they can. Sometimes they go your way and sometimes they don't, but 37-13. We got about a minute left in the third. Freitas, I think that was a shot, but it turned out to be a pretty decent pass. And there we go. That pass goes to number 32, Barton, and then from Barton to Fitzmaurice. And again, I think Fitzmaurice has one of the best offensive shots on that court. If they could get some screens to get her open. Got pretty good form, pretty good rotation and release. Could maybe use just a little more art on the shot. That was nice right there. That was really just almost like, again, sometimes you can look at a player and some of them don't expect to make it. You know, like you just kind of have that hunch. Like you can tell the ones that just really, like every shot they take, like they're surprised when it doesn't go in. And I think some of that's just mental and confidence, and Fitzmaurice needs some more confidence. She could be a scorer. Okay, Priest River ball again. They're gonna get another shot at this, about 36 seconds. Not sure they'll hold for one. That's a long time to hold for one, especially when you're down. But we'll see. We'll know Kellogg will probably try to hold for one if they get possession. Shockey helping up on the wing again. Oh, there she is. There's Fitzmaurice, another nice little looking baseline shot. Not able to get it to drop, but she is able to get a nice soft carom off of the rim, so Shockey can clean it up, and now she will have an opportunity to score from the free throw line. So some good things happening there for Priest River. Shockey with nothing but twine on the first. And nails the second. Nice job, Shockey. Both free throws. Wildcats should be holding for one here. think earlier here, there's Van Hoos driving baseline. It'll be Kellogg's ball. Earlier here tonight, we had an announcement that it was one of the Wildcat cheerleaders, Julia Palmer's birthday today. So we want to take a little bit of time on the broadcast to wish her a happy birthday. I will not be singing, however. Haley will be raining three-pointers, though. Happy birthday, Julia Palmer, from Haley Cheney. A three-ball from the ticket taker. And it will be 40-15. Wildcats lengthen that lead here at the end of the third. And we are going to take a break. We're going to go to some sponsors, or one, or as many as we can squeeze in. We appreciate you watching. Wildcats Live will be right back. Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors, and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats!
I'm doing very good.
Doing very good. We're watching a little bit of basketball here, and we've already done. It's a steal. We've already done 2 games, right? What did we do before this? Where were we broadcasting from?
We've broadcasted from the middle school.
We did 2 middle school games today already, right?
Yes.
I pay you so well. Because I'm working the 3 games, so that equals about 3 chicken nuggets per day. That's your pay today. Is that all right?
It's perfect.
Okay, it's perfect for now. So, Buck, tell me what, as we're doing this, one of my goals is, because I'm a teacher, one of my goals is to get kids like you interested in this stuff, because I just think there's all kinds of cool skills that you learn. What's your favorite part so far of doing this?
Well, what really brought me into doing this was I really wanted to do like score and stuff and sports and highlights and stuff, and so I started working at home and worked on that a little bit, and then
graphic stuff, right? You did some graphic work. It was basically free, and Buck, you're talking about you like doing scores and graphics, and what else?
So that's what really brought me into doing this. So then that left me to ask you if I could bring that into the school. And then
volleyball, right? When you came in, you kind of came in during volleyball.
And I tried out some stuff in here, and it's let me enjoying this stuff a lot.
We're
And
getting close to just like having you actually design some stuff that we've kind of brought it in concept, haven't we?
Yeah.
And some of the graphic work that you're gonna start, and I already can see you have even more ideas, right?
yeah.
And I remember when you came in here, Buck, I knew you were a good fit for this team. That's number 42. That's Allison Barton. And I knew you were a good fit for this team because you came in and just threw down, like you already had your own YouTube channel. And I was like, well, you can show us what you do then because we are trying to run a YouTube channel. So you have some experience and you have some energy and some creativity. And so still lots of action happening down here. Buck, talk about your sister. She's in basketball. Pretty busy.
Yeah, she is working 24/7 on sports and stuff,
Yeah, you can tell.
and she's really good. And
What kind of a big sister is she? Does she get kind of ornery with you, or is she really nice? You don't have to tell the truth. You should tell the truth. We want to know the details.
she's a
mostly
little bit
pretty
of
nice.
both.
A little bit of both. Okay, well, that's pretty normal, I think.
She's
But,
an older sister, so I annoy her often.
But most of the time, you guys get along.
Yeah.
And that's cool that you can be here and you can she can be watched anywhere in the world right now. So that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Cool. What else do you have? But parting words. We're gonna get into the first or at this time now. We're gonna give Ty, your buddy there. We're gonna give him a little chance. We're gonna get him rigged up on the mic, and we're gonna ask him a couple questions. But what are any parting words? What are some words of wisdom for us before you go?
Just
Or
work.
maybe a shout out. You could give a shout out if you want to, if anybody's listening.
I'd just like to give a shout out to everybody who's been sticking with our streams and stuff, and who's been supporting and doing all that jazz.
Heck yeah.
Keeps us really motivated.
Heck yeah. Well, okay, buddy. We're going to have you on again here next couple games or so. Thanks for working the back end for us, making all this stuff happen. And Buck Coe, ladies and gentlemen, give these kids a pat on the back if you see them around town. They're doing some good stuff. And we're Oh, I was muted. Well, welcome back, everybody. I was just muted because Ty is working on getting his headset on. I'm going to introduce Ty Cheney. Now Ty's going to talk, and I'm going to talk. And we were just told by our production manager right here, he's running the hot monitor, and he said, I can't hear either of you, or couldn't hear me, so good call on that. So, Ty, we got you on board here really early. You were one of the first ones to just take a camera and sit up there in we call it the K-Wall booth, in honor of George and Paul. Can you believe two guys bigger than your dad, like just good-sized guys, can you believe they got up in that booth? Look at your dad, looks like he's like a stuffed animal stuffed in the closet right there. Yeah. So, Ty, what is your, you of course have older sisters as well, Haley and Maddie, both volleyball players, both basketball players, so you are no stranger to being in a basketball court. You play yourself. What's your favorite part of doing Wildcats Live, Ty?
Probably the production and designing the touch portal iPad.
Yeah, so like we have this little board here that we use an iPad, and it has all of our elements on it, like commercials and graphics. And have we done some replays tonight, guys?
Yep.
So we've been doing replays, and we've been doing what we call bumpers, which are kind of graphical transitions. And Ty's been pretty instrumental in learning that and kind of setting it up the way he likes it. And that even involves a little bit of kind of block-based if-then coding. And so we're doing a little bit of cross-training on that as well. So lots of skills happening there. Ty, what did you start out doing with Wildcats Live? What's your memory as far back as you can go? When did you first start?
The first time I was up there it was you and Matt Van Hoos up there commentating.
That's way back. That's like 3 years ago.
And it was my first time up there, and we had high cheese.
Oh, gosh, this kid's got a memory like no other. We were up there. See, I think I did the right thing, Ty. I think there's a steal there by Grayson. She's going to pass it to Macy. Macy's probably going to take it and get it left-handed. Nice little transition there for the Wildcats. Ty says we had up in the K-Wall booth, it was me and Matt Van Hoos, who is Emma's dad, also my assistant golf coach, and I coached him in high school. And we had Ty up there. I think the three of us were up there. You were running the camera, and we were up there. And he remembers that we had high chews. So that's a little shout out to Matt Van Hoos and Danny Kenyon, my golf coaches, because the high chew, Ty, is the official candy of Wildcat Golf. I don't know if you knew that. It's like our official candy. We love it. We've eaten thousands of them at tournaments. So good. That's a good memory to have. What do you want to see happen as we continue to grow this, Ty? Like, what are some things kind of that you've seen either on other channels or that we've just kind of talked about? What are some things that you kind of want to do as we go forward?
I think it'd be cool to have some more like elements, like bumper things, and like have it more open up here, and we could have more people.
Oh, like, so in our room here, like, we want to really trick this out, don't we? We want to kind of man cave this up here, don't we? Yeah. And you've already volunteered your dad for lots of projects, so I'm sure he's happy about that too. And there's your sister at the line shooting some free throws. And tell us about her handedness. She's a left-handed volleyball player, right?
Yep.
And she's shooting what, right-handed?
Yep.
So, yeah, you learn something new about the Cheney family every day. Ty, do you have any shout-outs or things, last-minute parting words before we close this game out?
Matt Van Hoos for helping getting this started, and all the people that have supported us through this.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we have some awesome sponsors. And what's a tradition that we do after we brought it back before COVID, and the student body would sing it. But what is something Wildcats Live does before every night after the game is over? What's our... The alma mater. You know, they've been doing that for decades. It went away for a little bit. You know, they've been doing that since before I was in school. That's a long time ago. So it's kind of a tradition. We are going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Wildcat fans, Spartan fans. This one's for the Wildcat fans, but we are going to go to the alma mater. We will see you next Thursday if you'd like to watch a middle school game. It'll be a while before we're back at Andrews Gymnasium. But thanks for watching. Wildcats take the victory. Go Wildcats, and here's your alma mater.